Hello and welcome. We're going to do some yoga, so get ready, get your stuff. I'll see you right back here and we'll get right to it. Hi again. We're going to start today in child's pose. So come onto your hands and knees. Separate the knees wider than your hips, toes together. Reach the arms straight out front, or if you prefer, you can let the arms reach straight back, the opposite direction behind you. Please modify your practice today as it makes sense. Challenge yourself where you can, back off if needed. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. New practices every week. Start focusing on the breath. Keeping the breath moving in and out through the nose as best you can. Maybe firing up a gentle ujjayi breath just to warm things up a little bit more if you choose, that gentle snoring sound at the back of the throat. It heats things up a little bit easier. Let's hold it here for 3 more deep breaths. Then coming up onto your hands and knees, bring the knees in a little bit. Let's come forward, lay down on the belly, slide both arms out to the sides like airplane wings, rolling onto your right arm, roll back, step your left foot behind you, or you can bring the foot in front, just bending up at your left knee. Is stepping your foot on the mat if you can. And just let your left hand, your left arm rest wherever it's comfortable. Your head just softens down on the mat. Try to release any tension in the neck and shoulders here. Let's hold for another full breath. Come back through center. Go the other way, reach your left arm out to the left side, roll left, step your right foot back or in front, just try to flatten your right foot on the mat if you can. Your right hand, right arm just rests wherever it's comfortable. We'll hold for another full breath, just kind of releasing tension as best we can. Bring it back to center. Slide both arms straight back behind you. Interlace fingers. Straighten the arms, chest up. Lift the legs. You can keep the feet separating. Head up, shoulders back. Deep breaths. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Lift up. We'll take one more inhale. Then exhale, lower down. Hands to the mat. Come onto hands and knees. Let's take it back to downward facing dog, hips up and back. And of course, feel free to walk out the feet a little bit to further wake up the body, stretching out the legs. And taking an inhale, lift the heels up. With your exhale, sink the heels down. Let's come forward to plank pose, lining up the shoulders. You can drop the knees to modify or take chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Then exhaling back to your down dog. Let's hold it here for another deep breath. Soften the knees, look forward, walk or float your feet to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs when you get there, the arms dangling toward the mat. Keep a softness in the knees and roll up slow to stand. Head up last. Soften the shoulders down, standing tall in Tadasana. With your next big inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale, slowly dive over the legs. Chest up, inhale. Exhale, take it to plank pose, step back. Let's hold here for a full breath. You can always lower the knees if you need. We'll take Vashisthasana, side plank, face the right. Stack the right hip on top. Right arm up, modify again any way you choose. Return to center, go left, Vashisthasana. Side plank left. Try to do the same thing that you just did on the first side. Come back to center, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathing out. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Feel free to take child's pose if you choose. We'll hold it here for about 3 deep breaths. And from your downward facing dog, look forward, walk or hop your feet to the front. Lift the chest, inhale, then exhale, round it down. Step your feet together, Utkatasana chair, sit deep, arms up. Keep the hips down and bring the palms together at the heart. Let's take a twist to the right. Hook your left elbow outside the right leg. Lift the chest, try reaching thumbs to your heart center. Look over the shoulder if you can. One more breath. Come back to center, dive over the legs, head down, and step the left leg back, low lunge. Come into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Spin the back heel to the mat, press through, arms high, reach up. Nice deep bend in the right knee. Then sweep the arms behind you, interlace all 10 fingers for the heart opener, lean forward, coming into a modified Warrior Three. Float the back leg up, strong standing right leg, level the hips, chest up, one more breath. Take it to Warrior Two, step back, heel down, reach out, one breath. We'll reverse the warrior, right arm over, side angle, Parsva Konasana, right arm down and sweep the left arm around. You can always straighten your right arm to the floor, maybe use a block under the right hand if you choose, half bind if you like, wrapping the left arm around the lower back. Make sure that you're staying lengthened, avoid collapsing. Keep a nice deep bend in the right knee. Look over the left shoulder, left arm one more time. Look down at your front foot, lower the hands to the inside of the right foot. Travel to your left for your wide-legged fold, Prasarita, Padottanasana. Parallel the feet, hang over the legs, head down, hands down, and let's hold for a full breath. And taking an inhale, lift the head up, chest up. Exhale, bring your hands to the waist. Keep the legs nice and strong, and with a flat back, press up slow all the way back up to stand. Nice and easy, keep the breath moving. Bring your feet in just a little bit more. We'll come into goddess pose. Keep the hands on the waist, heels in, toes out, bend up at the knees. Keep the knees over the heels as best they can. Avoid collapsing the knees in. Now come up onto your toes, lift the heels. Lower the heels, straighten the legs. Let's make this a little bit of a sequence here. Bend the knees, heels up, heels down, straight legs. Good, bend, heels up, heels down, and straighten. We'll do that one more time. Bend, heels up, heels down, and straighten the legs. Warrior two, take it to the front again, turn the left toes in, right toes forward, deep bend in the right knee, reach out. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes, and lower the back knee. Let's do a little half split pose as you straighten the right leg. Hold for a breath. Let's bend up at the right knee, low lunge, and take it to down dog. You can hold in your down dog or flow through. And we'll give it another full breath. Taking an inhale, we'll lift the right leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs, head down, stepping your feet together, toes, heels touch, Utkatasana chair. Palms to prayer at the heart. Keep the hips down, knees back, twist left, hook the right elbow outside the left leg. Shifting your gaze to the left, thumbs at the heart center to help deepen the twist. Look over the shoulder if you can for a breath. Center it out on the inhale, then dive over the legs, head down, send the right leg back, low lunge. Taking it to warrior one, Virabhadrasana, spin the back heel to the mat, press through, reach up, bend the left knee. Setting up the heart opening stretch, arms behind you, interlace fingers, opposite pinky finger on top this time. Lean in, shoulders back, warrior three, right leg up. Fly forward, level the hips, right leg high, one more breath. Warrior two, float back, heel down and reach out, one breath. Reverse warrior, flip the left palm, lift the left arm, Parsva Konasana, side angle, left arm down and sweep the right arm around. Option to hold it here, you can straighten your left arm all the way toward the floor, use a block. Option to half bind, full bind if it's in your practice. Just do the same thing that you did on the first side if you can, as best you can. Lengthen, breathe. Look over the right shoulder, right arm, one more breath. Then peeking down at your left foot, hands to the inside of the left foot. Travel to the right for your wide-legged fold, Prasarita. Hang over the legs, head down, hands down, and hold, breathing in. Hold, breathing out. We'll lift up the head, lift up the chest, hands to your waist, flat back, keep the legs strong. Press up all the way. Back up, keep the breath moving, no holding the breath here. Bring your feet in a little bit closer, setting up our goddess pose. Keep the hands on the waist, heels in, toes out a little bit, bending up at your knees, line up the knees over the heels. Moving into our little goddess sequence, lift your heels, drop the heels, straighten the legs. Bend, heels up, heels down, straighten, two more like that. Bend, heels up, heels down, up. Last time. Bend, heels up, heels down, straighten. Warrior two to the front, so turn the right toes in a little bit, left toes point forward, deep bend in the left knee. Holding for one more big inhale. Low lunge as you exhale, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes. Ardha Hanuman, half split, lower your back knee, straighten the left leg, one breath. And bending up at your left knee, downward facing dog, step back. You can hold in your down dog or flow through plank chaturanga up dog. So you can always have a more active practice or more restorative one. Completely up to you. And we'll give it another deep breath. Inhaling, lift the left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Step all the way up to the front and fold over the legs. Feet together, Utkatasana chair. Palms to prayer, twist to the right, one breath. Center it out, fold over the legs, head down, step the left leg back, low lunge into warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Heel to the mat, press through, reach up. Arms behind you, interlace fingers, lean in for warrior three, float the back leg up, one breath. Warrior two, float back, heel down and reach out, same sequence. Reverse warrior, right arm over. Parsva Konasana, side angle, sweep the left arm around. Hold, one more breath. Any variation you choose. Prasarita Padottanasana, look down at your right foot, hands to the inside of the foot, travel to the left, wide-legged fold, hang over the legs, head down, hands down, one breath. Inhale, hold as you exhale. Inhale, head up, chest up. Exhale, hands to the waist and flat back, press up slow to stand. Bring the feet in a little closer, setting up our goddess pose, heels in, toes out. We'll bend the knees, heels up, heels down, straighten the legs. We'll do that 3 more times. Bend, heels up, heels down, straighten. Bend, heels up, heels down, straighten. Bend, heels up, heels down, straighten. Last time. Bend, heels up, heels down, straighten. Warrior two to the front, turn the right toes forward, deep bend in the right knee, big inhale. Exhale to low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes, Ardha Hanuman, lower the back knee, straighten the front leg, one breath. Low lunge, down dog, step back, hold or flow. Let's give it one more breath. And this time from our downward facing, look forward, soften the knees and step or jump the feet to the front. Chest up on the inhale, then exhale, fold over the legs. Bring the feet together again, chair pose, Utkatasana, palms to prayer. Sit deep, twist left, one breath. Center it out, fold over the legs, head down, right leg back, low lunge into warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Sweep the arms high, reach up. Arms behind you, interlace fingers, change the grip, open the heart, lean in for warrior three, right leg up, fly forward, one breath. Take it to warrior two, step back, heel down and reach out. Reversing the warrior, sweep the left arm over. Parsva Konasana, side angle, left arm down, sweep the right arm around, working into the same variation you just did on the first side. One breath. Look down at the left foot, hands to the floor. Prasarita Padottanasana, take it to the right, parallel the feet, hang over the legs, one breath. Press through, head up, chest up, hands to your waist, flat back, press up slow to stand. Setting up our goddess pose, bring the feet in a little closer, heels in, toes angle out, bending up at the knees, heels up, heels down, and straighten. 3 more like that. Bend, up, down, straighten. Bend, up, down, straighten. 1 more. Bend, up, down, straighten. Warrior two to the front, turn the left toes forward, deep bend in the left knee, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge, hands down, turn on the back toes, lower the back knee, Ardha Hanuman, half split, straighten the left leg, one breath. And re-bending up at your left knee, low lunge, take it to down dog, step back, hold or flow through. One more breath in down dog. From your down dog, listen carefully, soften the knees a little bit, walk your hands back to your feet, fold over the legs at the back of the mat, Padangusthasana, grabbing big toes in yogi toe lock, first two fingers of each hand, lift the head up, chest up, then exhale, head down, elbows out. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. You can modify in ragdoll, hanging over the legs with your hands, holding opposite elbows if you choose. Taking an inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, releasing out your toes. Walk your hands all the way out to down dog. Let's come on to hands and knees. Bring the legs around front. Let's do a little bridge pose. We're gonna modify our bridge pose today. So lay back, keep your knees bending. Slide your heels in, arms alongside the body. Come up onto your toes, raise the heels, lift the hips. Keeping your heels underneath the knees. Heels up, lift the right leg high, point the toes up to the sky. Inhale, hips up a little higher. Exhale, dip the hips down. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, extend the right leg all the way forward without touching down on the mat. Lift the right leg high, dip the hips down. Hips up, right leg out, right leg up, dip the hips down. Hips up, right leg out, right leg up, and dip the hips. We'll do that one more time. Hips up, right leg out, right leg up, and dip the hips. So lift the hips a little, lower your right foot, your right toes onto the mat. Keep the heels up. Now lift the left leg up. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale up, extend the left leg straight out without touching down. Inhale up, dip the hips. Lift the hips, extend out. Good. Inhale up, dip the hips, lift the hips, left leg out. Left leg up. One more set. Dip the hips, lift the hips, left leg out, left leg up, dip the hips, and lower your left toes onto the mat. Lower the heels, so flatten your feet, hug the knees in toward the chest. Rock a little side to side, happy baby pose if that feels good. As we continue winding down today, let's do a little reverse figure four. So bring your feet back down on the mat, take your right ankle above the left knee, and hug your left leg in toward the chest. Try to feel the shoulders melt back a little. Keep your head resting back on the mat, and we'll hold for another deep breath. Then as you let go of the grip, take your hands, interlace fingers around your right knee, extend your left leg out on the mat, press the left heel away, bring the right knee toward the right shoulder, and twist over to your left side. Drop the right arm out and look to the right, holding here for another deep breath. Coming back through center, bend up at the knees again, feet on the mat. We'll go the other way. Take your left ankle above the right knee, reverse figure four. Hug the right leg in, flex your feet, Relax the shoulders and hold for another deep breath or two. As you let go of the grip, interlace fingers around the left knee, extend the right leg out on the mat, bring your left knee toward the left shoulder, take your twist, go to the right, bring the left leg across, the left arm behind you, look left if you can, and hold for another deep breath. Returning back to center, hug the knees in toward the chest. Take a deep breath in. Then with your exhale, bring the forehead to the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release onto your back, coming into Shavasana. When you lay back on the mat, let the legs extend out. Give yourself some space, separating the feet a little bit. Let the arms drop out. Turn the palms up in an open gesture of receiving. Close your eyes. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Unclenching the jaw. And just embracing these few moments of stillness to allow the body time for proper rest and recovery so you feel better returning to the rest of your day than when you first stepped on the mat today. If you have time to stay longer, I encourage you to do so. Otherwise, I will leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet next time on the mat, namaste.